morning and God bless you, Facebook family. Sabrina Williams here. First thing I want to do is give a special thank you.
Subscribe, like, and hit that notification bell. And comment down below if this is your favorite video.
I want to thank all non-physical energy, source energy, God force energy, ancestors, all thankful to all human beings on this planet, all physical and non-physical beings in the universe. I'm eternally grateful to be a part of something so wonderful. So today I just wanted to share a little story, just a quick one, I think, maybe, we'll see. Y'all know how I roll. I don't own rights to this music. This is Rotary Connection. I am the black gold of the sun. Definitely a dope song to check out. So today I wanted to tell a little story. Just run a scenario past you if you're interested. So just give me a minute, okay? Let's just say you, good morning, sis. Good morning. It's so good to see you. Always. I'm thankful to you. Very, very thankful to you because you really continue to put the energy out there that's necessary in order to help assist in the shift of the mentalities and in the shift of consciousness. This is really important to me. That's why I do it. I don't come on because I want to change people's heart and mind. I want to put the information out there, and if it just so happens to resonate, then that's great. I love that. I'm very thankful because I know we all deserve to live the life that we envision for ourselves. So run a scenario past you. Yes, Nika. I am also. My appreciation level is just. It's off the hook. It really is. So let's just run a scenario past you real quick. You wake up and you find out that you're God. You wake up and you find out that you're God. No, thank you. Please turn that down some. Even though your brain wants to grapple with this concept, your spirit knows it's true. A lot of times when people hear that they are God, they are often very quick to want to say, no, I'm not. No, I'm not. I can't take that type of role. I can't say that I'm God. That's blasphemous. I can't say that about myself. But the only reason why people reject the notion that they are God is because they are applying the concepts that they have been programmed to believe about what God actually is. So maybe in your cultural domestication, or however you were domesticated to believe in God, most times people think that if you say you're God, that means that you are the ruler of other people. When I say that I am God, that doesn't mean that I rule anybody on here. I don't rule anybody other than myself. I am the God of myself. I'm the God of my life. I'm the God of my reality. I'm the God of what I choose for myself. I chose to come here. That makes perfect sense to me. I chose to come here. And I knew that when I got here, I would have a choice. I would have free will to decide the type of life that I want to live for myself. So again, if I say to myself and to anyone else and give myself the honor and glory and acknowledgement of who I am indeed God, it doesn't mean that I feel like you need to bow down and worship me. In fact, that's actually the opposite of what I'm saying. When I say that it is completely safe to identify yourself as God, I say that because it is 100% safe to assume total and complete responsibility and energetic creation in your life. It is 100% safe to do so. I've been having conversations with friends, and we have all types of discussions about what happens in life and what it is that they, what they're experiencing, things like that. And every time I talk to my friends, they're like, oh, you know what? This one time God came in to save my ass. This one time God came in, I didn't even know how that happened. But when it comes to the expectancy of great things happening in general, it's not that God is only there, God as in the source energy that you're drawing on. Because again, again, God is not a concept of singularity, as in I am the God of you, or you are the God of someone else. You are the God of yourself, and you draw on the energy from source. You're not powering yourself. You're not, telling your body, hey, body, digest this food. It's obvious that it is a higher source of energy that is coming through you in order for you to get up every day and have this body to operate in the fashion that it does. You're not responsible for your own digestion. You're not responsible for your own anything. When you cut your leg, you don't have to say, go, gadget, skin grow back. There is a source. Yeah, seriously. There is a source of energy that is flowing to you that is not from you. And it is okay to understand that you can embody that energy and not have to be the facilitator. You don't have to be the facilitator of the energy. You can embody it. You can flow it. It's being flowed to you, and you can flow it out of yourself however you see fit. That's the power of your creative energy. That's the power of your focus. So if you wake up in the morning or whenever and you find out you are God, what do you do? What do?
You celebrate.
You celebrate. Yeah, you do celebrate. You do celebrate. That is the right answer. I was not going to give the answer. Luckily, Orion is here to help us out. Yes, you celebrate. You celebrate. You celebrate because you realize that you are indeed free if you so choose it. That you can assume the safety of directing your own energy and letting the energy flow to you and through you. Is the same energy that creates universes. It's the same energy that's expanding our universe. It's the same exact energy, and you have access to it. Now, I'm not trying to fight that, especially considering my whole entire life. Again, I've always known that I was not here to be a beast of burden. I'm not here to, prove my worthiness to anything other than enjoy my life. And that's just it. So that's the first thing. You wake up, your mind might grapple with it, but your spirit knows it's true. Your spirit knows it's true. And, once you recognize the fact that you've been domesticated to believe certain things, you'll be willing to challenge those things with a little bit more courage.
Do you know that my iPad broke and you can't just fix it like go gadget fix my iPad or anything?
I mean, you can go gadget fix it by taking it to the store, but the truth of the matter is that you can really get another iPad. You can do it. You have options. You're God. What God does God want to take it to get fixed, or does God just
gadget? Go gadget.
Go God.
Go gadget fix my iPad already.
So what I'm saying is that you celebrate first. And then you start out. I mean, personally, I want to immediately apply. I want to immediately cash in on these benefits. It's almost like somebody let me know that I have an inheritance that I have been neglecting to use because I didn't know that it belonged to me. You've got this huge, storage of blessings that you can either assume, responsibility and dominion over. You can either be in a receptive mode of it, or you can continue to block it and believe that you have to continue to march to the beat of what society tells you to do. When this is just my own interpretation about this, okay? When it is said that you can turn the other cheek, again, and doesn't mean you're supposed to let people mistreat you and you're supposed to just accept it. The concept of turning the other cheek is about deliberately focusing your energy in a fashion that you want to see manifest in your life. And if something that you're focusing your attention and energy to is not yielding you the bountiful crops that you desire, then you might want to consider changing God's focus. Where do you want to see your life go? And walk with the courage. I'm going to tell you, membership has its benefits. And if you can just challenge yourself to have the courage to own who you are without considering what other people are considering about what you're considering about yourself, you can have the same benefits too. Membership has its benefits. I wake up in the morning And I wake up wherever and I find out I'm God. What do I do? So first thing I do is I celebrate.
And then have a good time, and then go out there and say, hey everybody, I found out that I am God, and
You are too.
you are too.
And you are too. Because that's really it.
If you don't believe me, that's okay, but you will find out soon.
Exactly. If you don't believe, that's fine. But you also, if you choose not to believe who you are, then you essentially leave yourself at the mercy of whatever experiences occur to you instead of you creating those experiences for yourself. You can create whatever you want for yourself through the energy that's being flowed to you. So cash in on your benefits. Again, dig for the courage. It's not that far. All you have to do is acknowledge that you have it already. But ask for the courage to challenge your programming. Challenge your programming. Do you commit to yourself or do you commit to the world around you? This is, again, my interpretation. I will not put another God before myself. Again, I don't put another God before me. That doesn't mean that I'll go around trying to purposefully, take something from another person. That concept is rooted in human misconceptions about lack and scarcity. It just does not apply on the spiritual realm at all. So when I say I'll take care of myself first, fill up my own cup, therefore I'll have to flow, what I'm really saying is that I give to myself lavishly. I praise myself. I love myself. I care about myself. I realize that the state of who I am is going to determine the outcome of my life. It's going to determine the quality of my experience. It's going to determine the quality of my life. And I'm really just not interested in having any life that requires me to play it small or be mediocre, because I'm not. I'm not going to play it small. I'm sorry. I mean, I'm actually not sorry at all. Sorry, not sorry is more accurate. It is completely okay for you to listen to your own spirit. You are getting what you get from the Most High. If it feels right and it feels true, and you have energy being called through you to do works and loving works, acknowledge the fact that that's a blessing and it's a gift and it's something that you can have, you can cash in on every given moment. I will not put another God before myself, which means that the institutions do not scare me. I don't feel intimidated by the world around me. I don't feel like, society is saying I have to do this and now I'm just going to go through with it just because that's something that had been established already. Let me just tell you something, people. What's been not working for us for this long time is never going to work for us. It's never going to work. As long as you keep thinking that you have to do these things, you have to go to this institution and get your degree so that you can show that you can do this job, you can deliver these services. If that's what you want to do, congratulations. But that's not what everybody wants to do. What's in your heart is in your heart. There is no standard for behavior or standard for decision making or standard for how one should choose to live their life, especially if they're God, and you are. You can design, I can design, I will design, I am designing the life that I desire for myself, and you can do the same thing. Just like we don't want to see our brothers and sisters in physical slavery, I'm not interested in seeing our brothers and sisters in spiritual slavery, mental slavery, emotional slavery, religious slavery. Whatever is driving your behavior and making you feel like you don't have a choice is a form of slavery. That's just it. If you are working towards doing something that does not feel good to you and does not serve your best interest, does not light you up, does not give you the spark of energy that you should feel passionate and happy and joyous in the moments of your life, then you might be doing the wrong thing. That's all. I'm not trying to get anybody to do anything different. I'm just saying, if this resonates with you and you feel like that maybe you're not doing something that's going to keep you going every day, you should be excited to get out the bed in the morning. You should be very just like, oh, I can't wait to see what, oh, no thank you, baby. No thank you. Be excited to get out the bed in the morning. Be excited to see what the day brings. If you live in a constant state of joyful expectancy, then there are no days where you like, this sucks. This is not what we're here for. We're not intended to have a life of servitude. It's okay. We're not intended to have a life of servitude to ideologies that don't support who we actually are. Everybody I know knows that when it comes to how things go, even if we don't agree on what needs to be changed, everybody can at least agree that things can stand to be better. We can at least agree on that. And I feel like if we could just focus on, without getting into the how, without getting into the what and the specifics, if we can both in the who, because who is blame? Let's just cut that out. Everybody can have what they want. And I know that sometimes it might be hard for the human mind to conceptualize how you could have what you want and really serve your own happiness and still serve other people's happiness too. The reason why you can't figure it out is because that's none of your business. That's not your concern. Your concern is not about what you're doing. No, thank you. About what you're doing and how, and how you should do something different to make another person feel satisfaction or happiness. Happiness, satisfaction, fulfillment, freedom, all of the things that you want to feel is an inside job. It comes from you. And it's high time that we really just stop running around demanding that other people do what we want them to do so that we can feel better about who we are. When you are indeed God, I am indeed God, we can design our lives the way that we want, and we don't have to feel bad about it. We don't have to feel guilty. Like Minecraft.
My game called Minecraft. It's like you build all kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
You can build whatever you want.
Yeah, that's life. Minecraft. Minecraft.
That's why I always say, why can't I play Minecraft?
Minecraft. Craft the life that you want to see for yourself with bold courageousness, because you are protected. You are covered. There is wellness flowing to you at any given moment, and the only reason why that we don't receive the full benefits of it is because we're not looking for it. We do slip into little moments where, again, when we're at the mercy of our lives and we're flailing about asking for somebody to save us, at that point we demand that our desire is greater than our belief, which is why you get the breakthrough that you're looking for. But at what expense? At all the crying and groveling and praying like, somebody save me, please. Oh, please save me. Save yourself. You are the savior you're looking for. And again, you being the savior you're looking for does not mean that it's your job to go and save other people. What it means is that you have control over your own life. God is flowing energy to you, source, whatever you choose to call it.
Help yourself before you help others.
Help yourself before you help others. There's nothing wrong with that concept. They even tell your ass on a plane. You cannot put an oxygen mask on another person before you put an oxygen mask on yourself. You have to save yourself first.
And then save others.
And then not even save other people, because guess what? It's not your job. They have source energy flowing to them just like you have source energy flowing to you. That doesn't mean I think you should neglect your kids and, neglect your spouse and run around flipping people off. But it does mean that you should really give yourself, it's in your best interest to give yourself the loving consideration that you deserve. I saw a comment on somebody's Facebook where they were saying that it's a shame when your partner can't love you the way you want to be loved. That's a shame. And I'm like, you know what? It is a shame. But your first and original partner is yourself. And if you love yourself lavishly and you treat yourself in a fashion that you want to be treated, trust and believe that anybody else will follow suit once they see how you roll. When they see how you roll, guess what? They're going to follow suit. They're going to learn real quickly that this is the way I love myself. And if you'd like to participate in me loving me and vice versa, then let's do that. But I mean, you have to commit to loving yourself first, and you have to commit to loving yourself, lavishly, and loving yourself thoughtfully, and loving yourself patiently, and loving yourself kindly, and treating yourself the way you want people to treat you. You have to treat yourself that way first. And if people misunderstand what you're doing, so the boop, what? So what? So what? It's not a sin or a crime to be misunderstood. In fact, nobody, no matter how much they think they know about you, will ever know you completely, because guess what? Only you have been with you for the entirety of your life. And only you will be with you for the entirety of your whole entire life. You're with you all the time.
You can make friends too.
Of course. That's what we're here for. We're here to love and support one another, but not because we have to force ourselves to love and support one another. We're here to demonstrate how to love based off of how we love ourselves. And how we love ourselves translates to how we end up loving other people. And that's the real truth, that if everybody focused on loving themselves and fortifying themselves in the truth of who they were, they would never demand you do anything differently. Because they will understand that I have the power of my own. I don't need anybody to do anything differently in my life. I don't need anybody to change for me. I don't need anybody to stop do you boo-boo, because guess what? I'm going to be fine regardless. That doesn't mean that I never experience negative emotions about life. Negative emotions is important for you to decide what you want versus what you don't want. That's what your emotional guidance system is. Your emotional guidance system is there to help you indicate where you are with things. And if it feels bad, you might be getting further away from what you want. And if it feels good, you're getting closer to what you want. In any given moment, you're still going towards what you want. It's just like hot, hot, hot. You're getting hot. Woo, 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 woo. Oh, you're getting cool. You're getting cool. Cool down. You're freezing cold. Freezing cold might mean you having a whole full-fledged meltdown, because you're disagreeing with yourself about what is actually happening in your life. When you commit to yourself that you are going, like the victory is assured, when you have already idealized and seen and experienced your own success in here and in your whole being and in everything you are, that is what you are looking for. You are the successful person based off of your pursuit, based off of you knowing that you're on this road and you have all of this energy that's helping to guide you. God is not just saving your ass when you're in trouble. You're getting everything, just like the birds. There's no like, oh, we the humans, we got to work so hard. No, we don't. And let me tell you something. Look me in my face. You can have whatever life you want. That fly was trying to agree with me. You can have whatever life you see for yourself without judgment of yourself or others. You can have the life you want. What do you want? Do you want to travel? Would you prefer to be an author? Do you want to be an actor? Do you want to be a chef? Do you want to come up with a cooking show? Do you want to be a mechanic? Do you want to have a show like Pimp My Ride? What do you want to do? You want to be a mechanic? You can be a mechanic. Let me tell you a little story about my father and how my father is not very educated when it comes to institutional standards. But my father is a fucking genius. He is a genius. You know why? Because anything he wants to know, anything he wants to achieve, anything he wants to do, he doesn't consider what society is saying to him about it. He's not like, well, let me see, I can't do that because I don't have a degree. No, you know what my father does? He picks up a book, or he opens up a video, or he just, the answers are flowing to you. We live in a universe where you get instant manifestations. Instant manifestations. It's not just like you think about somebody and, oh my God, I'm waiting 3 days and now I ran into him. If you think about somebody, you could pick up the phone right now and FaceTime them. Hello, how you doing? You right there? How you doing? Instant manifestation. We've got the most technology we ever had. We have the most transportation we ever had. We have the most options we ever had. And where do you think that came from?
God.
Yeah, source. People drawing on the creative energy to manifest things into this physical reality that they want to see. And I'm gonna tell you something, the greatest benefit is when they're solving a humanitarian issue or a issue that affects a lot of people. It's not magic that Steve Jobs created Apple or whomever the historical figures were in that thing. That's not magic. The things we see around us, Wi-Fi, come on. We got to acknowledge that there are actual energies and frequencies that we use to do the practical things that we need to do on the physical realm, and that same energy is 100% available to you on the spiritual realm as well. It's available to you. It's not just Wi-Fi. You are the Wi-Fi. You are your greatest signal out there, beaming whatever frequencies that you want. Internet. You are the first internet. You're the first Wi-Fi. You are the first frequency. You are the first energy. We are the original technology. Everything based into technology, all of the inventions, all of that stuff. If you look at the root of all of that stuff, it all comes back to the physical and spiritual mechanics of who we are. Who we are. Who we are is reflected in everything we see right now and everything to come. I'm going to continue saying the same thing. I don't care. My message will not change. You are God. So am I. Take control of your life. Be bold in your decisions. You don't have to follow the rest of the herd just because they're going that way. If they want to go that way, then that's fine. I'm not trying to make anybody do anything. I'm simply presenting information that resonates with me on a level that I have never experienced before. I feel like that there could really be lightning bolts shooting out of my hands because of how great and passionately I feel, lightning in my hands, about how big this is. It is okay for us to let go of a mentality that was programmed within us before we had a choice.
And I'm building a pillow for it right now.
I'm building a pillow for it. Before you had a choice. Well, congratulations, we have a choice now. We always had a choice. But you really have a choice when the information is being presented to you from all over the place. I feel like if it's somebody that's watching this live, then you've been attracted to this information somehow. The things that come to you are things that you've asked for, usually in disguise.
I'm done.
Boop. Guess what? He wanted a fort, so he made one. What do you want? So I just want to again say, be great. Be great. Get out of the box. It's okay to let go of the programming that did not serve you. It's okay if for 50, 60, 70, it doesn't matter how long you practiced wrong thinking. Beliefs are comprised of things you just keep thinking over and over again. They're not a part of who you are, and your beliefs are reflecting what your life is. You can change your beliefs and change your life. Just like you were programmed to believe these certain things that doesn't work for you, that always makes you feel insufficient and inadequate, and you're not doing enough. You got to do more. Go back to school, get another degree, go get another job, work harder, get up that ladder. Get up that ladder. Go. Corporate is calling. Get back in the cubicle. Go and do things that you don't want to do with your time. Why should God have to make those kind of decisions? God doesn't have to decide about two things that God don't want to do. Like, you know what? I'm God. I can create my own reality. But you know what? Let me pick out of these 4 things that I don't want to do and choose that. I could be a firefighter, a construction worker, an accountant, or a nurse. No. We were introduced to this life in a fashion that is finite and usually revolves around multiple choice, when this is not multiple choice. This is not even a test, but this is certainly not multiple choice. This is an essay. Write your life the way you want it. It's okay to not give considerations to what other people think about your level of happiness. Only you know how you feel. People often will support you like, you are doing so good because you look like you're doing good. I see you're doing good because you look like you're doing good. Let me get your W-2 so I can really see how good you're doing. Let me see your degree so I can really see how good you're doing. You know, it really, as soon as I go to parties or wherever I go, the first thing, what do you do for a living? I live for a living. Now I just tell people I work for the Lord. I work for the Lord because I do. All of the energy that's called through us on a day-to-day basis, no matter what it is that we're doing, if you feel good about it and you feel love when you're doing it, you're doing the right job. If you feel love and you feel happy and you feel satisfied and you feel right, guess what? You're doing the right job. You have found the right job, and this is my job. My job is to spread love, spread the information, give things freely and lovingly, love myself, encourage other people to do the same thing, uplift others. Uplifting is important, especially considering that we have places that we can go. Let's go.
I made it out of hands, no tools.
Made it out of hands, no tools.
With my hands.
Only with his, those are tools too, when you use them that way. So, FYI, I love you guys so much. I didn't read any of the comments. I didn't really engage. Normally I do, but it usually gets me distracted. So I just like, you know what? I'll say what I say. I want to engage more, though. I really do. I really want to engage more. I don't want to just come out and say, let me say all this stuff. I want to make this an active living thing. That there are levels to this. There are layers. We can go deeper, go further, go more. You can always understand yourself more.
My
You can
dad
always
is on this video.
He said, "Hi, son." You can always stand to go more. You can always stand to go deeper. You can always stand to understand yourself in a better fashion. Come closer. Oh, this side. Well, I just wanted to put your face on my face. He has such a soft face, yo. Smooth. Yeah, that's just it. So I'm just going to go ahead and say the same thing. I'm going to go ahead and encourage you to live your best creative life. We are creators. We're not in competition with one another. We're creators. We're here to make the life we want for ourselves. We are here to satisfy our own levels of happiness. And in satisfying yourself, you're not taking from another. That's lack and scarcity. In satisfying yourself, you're not hurting another. You're only hurting another if you're hurting another. That's when you hurt another, when you hurt them. Other than that, satisfying your own happiness, satisfying your own well-being, making sure that you're taken care of. I just want to give one more example of the levels of insanity that we will go through in order to protect and preserve the ideologies of institutions that are based off of non-living corporations. Non-living. Corp. That's death. Corporations. Once upon a time, there was a point where I would be getting ready to go to work and catch the bus to work. And then my stomach would do something funny. And I'm like, Dag, I have to go to the bathroom. But, oh, man, my bus comes in 8 minutes. I don't want to be late for work. What? There's a point in time where you should have to decide whether you want to be... People go to work sick. They go to work emotionally distraught. They report to something that they consider to be greater than themselves when they themselves are not even where they need to be in order to be productive, even if they do show up.
You don't need to go to work.
Our greatest leverage is not our physical bodies. Our greatest leverage is our spiritual leverage.
If you're rushing to go to your bathroom, stop rushing.
Stop rushing in general.
If you have a car, use a car.
And if not,
if
be
you have
easy.
If you have a friend that has a car, then ask them to pick you up.
The moral of the story is asking
or
you shall
just
receive.
Walk.
Yeah,
even
you
if
got
it's
those
not
beautiful
that
legs.
long.
You got beautiful legs God gave you.
Yeah.
The moral of the story is that wellness is flowing to you at all times, and that's the end of that. You can either choose to believe it or you could choose to flail around in misery. It's your decision. You can either choose to believe that there is a higher power that you can draw on. When we say Ashe and Amen and we honor our ancestors, you're not just honoring the memory. Like, oh, look at this person's memory. No, I am honoring the energy. The energetic contribution to all that they were when they were here, as well as all that they are now as they transition back to source. The loving intention is still there. That's the part that I'm channeling. This energy is real. That's just it. And again, you could choose or not. But whatever your choice is, it's going to determine the quality of your emotional state. And your quality of your emotional state is going to impact the quality of your life. If you're flailing around feeling like the world is coming to an end, that is 100% what your life will reflect. Well, it's not wrong. It's not wrong. You know why? Because people can choose whatever they want. That's why we have free will. You can choose what you want. You can choose whatever reality you want. People who say, oh, you know what? Adam and Eve got us kicked out of heaven. Okay. Well, be out of heaven then. That's on you. You know, if you don't want to live in paradise, be my guest. Whatever you want to live is your damn business. That don't mean I'm going to start going to Caldwell real estate and now I see, what are you doing? What are you doing? You're not about to buy that house. That's not the house for you. You ain't supposed to live there. Oh, I'm not talking to you.
What?
No.
I was so confused. I was like, what did I do?
Nothing. Listen, y'all should know about me that I like to jump in and out of stuff. I'll jump right into an act. I'll jump into a person. I'll jump into an accent. I'll jump into a personality. I will express myself however I feel like it. I love myself, all aspects of myself, the refined parts, the ratchet parts. All parts are good with me. And you know what? That is enough.
If you don't love yourself, that's okay. Be my guest.
That's what you gonna say. If you don't like it, I'm about to say what you gonna say, all right? If you don't like it, kick. No, I'm joking. But that's it. So I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up. I have some creative things that I'd like to get in today. Art. We got a table set up out here. Writing. We gonna write today. We got some coloring books.
I'm going to make a good mansion of pillows.
He's got a pillow mansion over here.
Yes.
But this is what we chewing on today. We got a desk out here. We're about to get busy. Yup, we might go on under this tree. It's a mango tree here.
Yes, but don't
But again, let me just go ahead and refer you to Exhibit A of God's beautiful glory. It's not mango season right now. Yes, sis. Yes, indeed. Nika, it is all of the state of your mind. It's the state of your mind. Keep your mind in a peaceful, happy state. Keep your mind focused on the energy that you are. Keep your mind focused on where you come from. If you remind yourself every single day that you are God, eventually you will have the courage to challenge things that frighten you. You will. It's inevitable. You just have to build momentum in another direction. Remember all of the years that we were programmed to believe things about ourselves that just simply wasn't true. And a lot of those residual falsehoods have been trickled down to us generationally and is upheld, defended, and, justified. People defend this crap. It's time to stop playing small. We are God. That's it. It's time to stop playing small. Live the life that you want to live. Don't keep doing things that don't serve you, things that drain you. If you feel like it's draining to you, do something different. And do it immediately. Do it swiftly. You know why? Because if you jump, God's going to catch you. If you jump, you're going to be taken care of. It's okay to jump. Everybody's like, oh, you know what? You know what you have to do? You should just wait until you store up 6 months worth of salary so that you can finally transition to the life. You could be the hell dead within those 6 months. You could be dead within the 6 months. And you sitting here waiting for somebody else to give you permission to do something. It's preposterous. Give your own self permission. You have permission right now if you give it to yourself. Nobody needs to give you permission. I remember I used to ask for days off of work. Like, can I have off? Can I please? Can I have off? Oh no, it's holiday season. I might not get it. What? That's what God has to do? God has to decide with either I'm going to get 1 day or 3. No. Have what you want. You're worthy. Now, on that note, I'm out of here. I hope you have a great day because I ain't going to say I'm about to. I'm going to go ahead and continue having a fantastic day with myself.
God what you want.
Let's see. I'm going to go back up just because I'm reading comments.
Wait, what are you? Did you end the video?
No, I didn't end it yet. I'm still looking on here. And let me just say, I'm going to stop looking at the comments, but I just want to say that your God force energy is very, very, very powerful. Your God force energy is powerful. If you have the same energy flowing to you, then it's going to be powerful. It's going to be powerful, but you will in time learn it to manage your power. You'll learn how to direct it in a way that's not just blind, furious, rapidly flowing energy. You will learn how to harness the power. It will happen. It's practice. All of this is practice. That's what we're here for, to practice having this dope life experience, to get to make the things we want to make for ourselves, to see the lives we want to see for ourselves. I know that the life I'm living is right because it feels right to me, and that's the only criteria you need. Again, go forth, be great, be God, be you. You are enough how you are. You can stand in your own truth and be supported. You don't have to choose from people's options for you. You can choose for yourself. You can write it yourself. Have a great day with and on purpose. And I look forward to seeing y'all on the high flying disc. Holler at your girl.